Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grave Matters. I am one of your hosts, CreepyClownGirl. Alongside of me is the amazing Filia Noctis. Hello, Filia.
Hello, my necrophiliacs.
How are you doing today, sis? So also joining us, I'm assuming as a guest host, is ChronoPasta. Hello, Chrono.
Hello, everyone.
Awesome. So today we have not one, but two narrators that we will be interviewing. So everyone please say hello to Amateur Animator and Sintair. Hello guys, and thank you for being here.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for being here with us. I can hear again. Sorry, I couldn't hear that for a minute.
I set this in my calendar. I also like stayed up all night because I have a tendency of sleeping all day and I didn't want to sleep through this. So I'm running off of like zero sleep.
Oh God.
It's okay though. I got pizza and I got caffeine.
There you go. So who do we have in chat?
We got lots of people. We have Boggs Official who's saying no touchy, which takes all the fun out of it, personally.
Hello, Boggs.
Yeah. Hi, Bugs.
Hey, Christine is here.
Hi, Christine.
My Chris.
I
actually
believe
see
we
a
have
lot of names today.
Patience. Yes, hi,
I
Patience.
Patience is so aptly named. She puts up with so much of it from us. And we have Tasha. Hello,
Hi,
Tasha.
Hello and welcome.
And we have...
Hi, PA.
Yes, we have PA. And I think, Pam Elmore.
Hi, Pam.
Hi,
Thank you for
Pam.
joining us. Aw. Let's see, who else do we have?
Vitamin D deficient.
And birds
What?
don't like you. I honestly, I feel like I'd be like really sad if I was told that birds didn't like me.
What?
That's all we actually have at the moment.
Whoever gave the thumbs down better change it before that thumbs down gets broken.
Oh no.
PA, did you do that?
Probably, or the Bog.
I don't know, but hey, whoever gave us the thumbs down, thank you. We really appreciate it. So, instead of lurking, why don't you come and join us here in chat since you're so brave to give us a thumbs down. Thank you.
The subscribe button is also free.
Right. His husband
Hi,
is here.
your ex.
Hello.
Who's here?
I mean, I don't mean your ex-husband.
Oh,
Not your specifically ex-husband, but your ex-husband is here.
oh no.
I didn't
Oh,
even know
crap,
I had
not
a
You know
again.
what? I don't care about the dislikes.
Not
Who
again.
cares?
Honestly, this is news to me. I didn't even know that I was married at one point. I'm really confused.
And let alone to a man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you'd think that I would remember that, but
Vegas, right?
yeah, Vegas, man, it's crazy times.
You know, I seem to remember that. We all got drunk and I was like your flower girl, something.
I told you it was PA that did it.
Yeah.
He's such a
Of
brat.
course. I'll find you.
You are a brat.
He is. He's a troublemaker.
But he could only give us one thumbs down. Who was the other one?
Pam Elmore says, my ex-husband is following me around trying to get alimony.
Hold on, let me go on Google real quick. I don't know what it means. Define alimony.
Hey, Ducky made it.
Financial support. That. Oh, okay, okay.
Duck, goat.
Hey, Ducky.
Tight.
Hi,
Welcome,
Elsie.
honey.
Hi, goat. Welcome. Yeah, he got a very interesting gift in the mail today.
Oh dear. Is this a story we can tell online?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
He got a goat
All right.
mask.
A goat mask?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I can only imagine, like just a normal
Goat mask.
goat, or like a Baphomet.
Like
You know,
a goat.
Yeah,
He'll have to-
or is it like live action goat or like fake latex goat?
Latex goat.
Ah,
Latex simp.
my wheels are turning right now. Something's off.
Goat, you're gonna have to take pictures and put them in the servers.
Bob
I've
just said,
actually I've actually seen a something sold in stores of Baphomet, and it looked really cool, and I was thinking about buying it.
Funny.
But I don't know how my mom would feel with me bringing a Baphomet statue into the house. So unfortunately I can't do that until I move out. So whenever COVID decides that it wants to fuck off, I will be buying that as the first thing that goes into my apartment or house or whatever I can afford.
just describe it as a statue of like a new metal
We-
band or something.
See, my mom actively practiced like witchcraft and stuff when she was younger, so she knows who Baphomet is. So I wouldn't be able to lie to her like I could lie to other people.
We have a very
Well,
very
hello,
special
evil
person
outcast.
I was just gonna say we have a very special person that just popped in. Our evil outcast.
Hey, hey, hey. Been a minute.
Everybody. It has. For those of you that don't know, and there may actually be one or two of you, Evil Outcast used to do a show with us.
He did. Yes, he did.
We miss him.
Yes, we do.
Sometimes he was our comic relief, and sometimes he was, well, sometimes he was, I don't know what else. Sometimes he kept us calm, and he kept us on track, and he was just a good dude. I miss having him around.
I do
anyone
too.
that tries to get me to stay on track is gonna have their work cut out for them. It's very difficult for me to stay on task at all.
Makes them one hell of a conductor.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if they can deal with me, they can deal with anyone. So, it's good practice.
Randall Calrissian just popped in too.
Hi, Rando. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so who do we want to start with?
Amateur or Sintairr?
Okay, which one of you guys wants to start?
He can go first.
I'm okay with whatever. I just work here.
Oh my God. Okay, Sintairr, tell us how. I'm picking. Sintairr, tell us how you got started doing narrations.
Oh, okay. So, for a few years, I was actually watching horror narration channels on YouTube. Most notably, I was watching Bidith for a bit. I was watching Corpse Husband, Mr. CreepyPasta, like that. And then I randomly got into a Counter-Strike game one night because I was really tired and just wanted to play something. And I got into a game with Bidith, and me and him started messing around in game, and we became like pretty good friends over like one match of CS:GO. His other friends had like hopped off the game for the night, and me and him were just doing like 2v2s. And this was maybe about like, what was it, like 4 or 5 a.m. And he's like, oh yeah, I can only play for like 1 or 2 more games and then I gotta go and do work. And I'm like, it's late as hell, like what do you do for work? And he's like, oh, I do YouTube. And I'm like, wait, what's your channel? And he's like, it's my CS:GO name, but with the 22 at the end. And I looked his channel up and I'm like, I watch your videos and I'm subscribed to you. That's weird. And so like me and him started like talking about it, and me and him became like pretty good friends. And I think he followed me on Twitter like that night. I had just made a new Twitter account maybe a month or 2 before, but wasn't really doing anything on it. Like I was streaming on Twitch. I was doing like Among Us streams and stuff with like random people on Discord. Wasn't really taking it seriously though. Cause like I had a YouTube and a Twitch beforehand, but it was mostly for like Call of Duty content, and I just got tired of it. So when I made the new one, I was like, I don't know what kind of content that I want to make. But because I became friends with Bidith, he introduced me to a lot of his friends. I think from like Bidith, I ended up meeting MCT, and through MCT I met CCG, and then I met PA Nightmares, met a few other people. I honestly think that he's the reason I know Raven as well, because I replied to one of his tweets, and Raven ended up liking my reply to one of Bidith's tweets, and something happened. I don't remember what, but like Raven followed me, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about making narration videos, because like I'm really big into reading and writing. Like it's always been a passion of mine. So when given the opportunity and having friends in the narration community, it kind of made me want to start. And I've been a perfectionist on this, on like my first video. Like I'm still trying to get my voice to sound the way that I want it to, and I'm trying to narrate the story in a way that I feel comfortable putting that content out there. But soon, it's going to be uploaded soon, probably within the next like week. Like the deadline that I'm giving myself is, what's today? The 25th. Deadline that I'm giving myself is like the 30th. So if I don't have if I don't have a video uploaded by the 30th, you guys have permission to yell at me until I do it. Because I've been so perfectionist on it, and I just like haven't liked anything that I made. So trying to get better at
I get that. I absolutely understand that.
So do I.
We have the Sleeping Wendigo come in.
Hi, Wendigo.
I can't talk tonight. I went.
But I think that's very
Maria
awesome
just
how
popped
you
in.
met Bidith.
Hello. Oh, And
Hello.
Derringer popped in.
Hi, Derringer. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Yes.
But I think it's really
and
interesting
Evil
how you
Outcast
met
said that
Judith.
he would love to come. Yeah, that was really interesting how you did it.
Evil Outcast said what?
Oh, Evil Outcast said he may come in as a guest. Maybe. And then as a host, he said he'll get back to me on that.
Oh, yes, we have to interview him.
That's funny. He's like, yeah, no. That's funny. Okay, so now, Amateur Animator, you do something totally different. You, obviously, by your name, you animate things. So how did you start animating? Oh,
Well,
wait, before you answer that, hello, Gathering of Crow.
Hi, Crow.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
well, I didn't start animating until like a year into my channel's existence, and it was just something I was like, I can do that, and I did it terribly for like 2 or 3 years. It's not like like amazing story. It's just I started watching more animations shows when I was around 16. I just wanted to do it. I'm not an amazing storyteller.
You are fine. Well, evidently
that's
we
about it.
just
That's
lost Filia. Okay,
I'm
my
back.
apology. Okay, you're back. All right.
Sorry, guys. We're experiencing weather where I live. Please continue.
So that's really what got me into it. But about like I had 3 series I started working on around 2016, and they weren't good at all in my opinion. But, it just the fact that they weren't good made me want to improve like greatly. And I think at the end of 2017 I lost everything I own on my laptop. So that gave me a good reason to start everything over, and everything I'm working on now is what I've been doing since 2018, and for the most part I'm proud of what I've done.
As you should be, because it's amazing what you've done.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you. It really is.
definitely.
You
Now,
should be very proud of yourself.
I have a question for
Mhm.
Animator, if you guys don't mind me jumping in.
Oh,
No.
absolutely, jump in.
Do you
Jump,
feel
full
like your style of animating that you have created has kind of become a brand of how you create your animations, I guess? It's kind of been your niche style?
I guess so. My animation is done on Microsoft Paint, so I guess it being on Microsoft Paint is pretty good.
But I mean, do you feel like this is your art style, I suppose, even though it's done on Microsoft Paint, is that's kind of branded you, or you've created your own brand of animation style and art style to that?
Oh yeah, especially I think so. Especially with my my mini animation style.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never seen anything like exactly like that. Like big round heads, giant black empty eyes.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it. I think
I
it's
do too.
perfect, honestly. It's like, it reminds me of like a sinister South Park, and I love it.
yeah. And if you find the original one I made back in 2016, the eyes weren't even that big. They've in size every year. So
Awesome.
I like it.
But you're still kind of keeping the same geometric shapes as your originals, and you're kind of progressing it better and better, but it's still keeping that same style, which is great.
Yeah.
I agree.
I
He's
agree
great.
too. Amazing artwork.
So when I first met, and I'm not even really sure, I don't remember, and that's just, too much medication. I don't remember how we actually connected, but he had made a comment that, oh, I need more people to do voices. And I'm like, oh, buddy, I can hook you up. And all of a sudden, he's now got all of these narrators and stuff doing for his animations and stuff. And I know there's a couple other people, like I think your brothers might do some of the voices. Do they feel like we're pushing them out?
No, they don't. No. They've really only done it when I like desperately needed like extra voices. But they play major characters in drugs, crimes, and other stuff. So they got they're going to stick around for a while.
Good. I think that's awesome.
Like it or not. Yeah.
Well, I love playing the characters.
I do too.
And I love having you on.
I really
It's
enjoyed
so
playing
fun.
Becky Boo. Oh, that was a challenge. Oh. It's like... yeah, Becky Boo was a challenge, but... So...
Yeah. And rest in peace, Becky Boo.
Yes, rest in
Akutabi is
peace,
here.
Becky Boo. Who?
Gamma Akutabi.
Oh, hi, Gamma. Thank you for coming. So I have
Gamma.
Gamma, yeah. Yes. So I have a question for both Amateur and Sintairr. How'd you come up with your names?
While I try to think of a reasonable answer, Amateur, you wanna go first?
Amateur. Well, I don't know if anyone even knows this, but when my name until like I think 2018 used to be Pikachu Creeper, which was an inside joke between friends that I have completely forgotten what the joke was. I was like, I don't want to be this anymore. So like for like a month, I was like, what would represent what I do? Like, well, I do animations, and they're like low. They're not. They're I would call. I just call them as amateur, so amateur animator. I think it represents what my channel.
I think it does.
Like you come to my channel, you got animations, but just don't expect like something like I don't know. Just don't expect nothing like super like, high quality or anything.
But I mean, I guess it also falls in line with
that. Totally makes sense.
Yeah. It almost falls in line with your branding again. Like this has become kind of what you've created. Perfect.
You are Amateur Animator now. And I think
And I
you've
make
done a
amateur
fantastic
animations.
job.
All right, Sintairr.
Oh boy. I've been trying to think of an answer for this. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to think of a name, and honestly, I think when making something like a Twitter, or YouTube, or a Twitch, or something like that, the hardest part of it isn't the content that you're gonna put on it. It's the name that you're gonna go by, because it's kind of like gonna be your branding, and that's what we kind of make our names to be. It's like our brand. I went on to Google and I typed in good YouTube names, and there was a couple there was a couple good like horror narration channel names that I came across, but like I didn't feel like they kind of fit me, and so I ended up like combining like two of them, and I don't remember like what I was going for when I did Sintairr, but I think I had like looked at something and like it reminded me of Sintairr, and this is like just the word popped up in my head. So when I ended up like making my Twitter, my YouTube, and everything, I was originally gonna type it with like just one R and just have it be that, but I looked on YouTube and there was already a Sintairr with only one R, and it was like a Russian dude who made gaming videos on YouTube, and I'm like, I can't do that, but I'm gonna do what people in the Call of Duty community used to do when coming up with names, and I'm just gonna add like an extra like R or whatever letter came at the end of their name, and that was going to be my name. And then I looked it up, and there was no one with like two R's, and I'm like, that's it. That's that's gonna be my name. It's got a good ring to it. Like I like the name Sintairr. It sounds good. It's nice and simple,
Yeah.
and it's not very hard to pronounce. Because my other name that I used to go by in the Call of Duty community, everybody used to mess it up when reading it. It was Accolades, but it wasn't spelled ACCOLADES like Accolades is supposed to be spelled. It was like IACOLADEZ, and so people used to call me like Accolades, Accolades, a cola bottle, a cola des, and they never used to say accolades. So I'm just like, you can call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I still know who you're talking to, even though you mispronounce it. It's fine. But no, like with Sintairr, like not really. I mean, not many people like mispronounce it, and even then, like it's still like a pretty acceptable way of saying my name. So.
What a unique way of coming up with a name.
We have Brittany T.
Hi,
and
Brittany.
I have a question for. Is that the same Brittany that is from Jensen's live streams? Is that the same Brittany? Is that Miss Brittany?
Is that Miss Brittany?
It could be Miss Brittany.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I don't know. I'm hoping it would. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it's her. So maybe she'll let me know. She'll be like, "Hey, girl." Or she'll be like, "Who are you?" We'll find out.
Well, I guess now she's not gonna
Well,
type. She's like, I don't want to let them down and let them know it's not me.
She's like, "I'm not her." Is it? Did she answer?
Yeah. Says, yeah, that's me.
I must be lagging because I'm not seeing it. Yay! Miss Brittany.
Hello.
Hi, Brittany.
Oh, cool. I like watch my stuff or pop in sometime. Yay! Cool. All right. Now, one of these days,
Welcome back,
Jensen needs to
Amateur.
go up.
Right?
Sorry, I lost connection.
You're
That's
fine.
okay. We understand.
Things happen.
So, well, both of your guys' names are really cool,
They are.
and the way you came up with them is, that's. I like it when people give thought. There's a story and a meaning behind it. It's like, I don't know, just threw two words together.
Oh yeah, no, that's honestly
Okay.
how I come up with most of my names. To be honest, if I'm writing like a story, well, I'm not gonna like put two names together. Like I depending on like what kind of genre I'm writing for, I'll usually go and like look up random name generators for that genre, and then I'll just like pick whatever one like I like first, and that's usually what I do. Because I've been writing since I was like 12. I've been writing for like 9 years. And so like that's usually what I do. Just go on Google because I'm not creative at all. I'm one of the most I'm one of the least creative people you're ever gonna meet. So I just go online, get help for it.
I wouldn't say that's least creative because you're still kind of creating stories. So, I mean, names are kind of
Right.
an afterthought. You can create a whole backstory of a character and then develop a name from that later on, or find one off of a random name generator and add it to that character.
I've used I've used name generators before. You know, when games where we're going to do, you know, we called it a grinder, and you came in with like 10 throwaway characters. And so everybody had 10 throwaway characters, and you put all the character sheets in the middle, and you kind of shuffled them all, and you start with one, and every time your character dies, you pull another one out, and you may get yours and you may get somebody else's. So you just random names. So
And I think I used to do that for D&D back when my friends and
name
I...
generators work for all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, especially if you're gonna
So,
be doing something like D&D and stuff like that, that's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. So now I know Amateur Animator writes all of his own scripts, and I know he's got an idea of where he wants them to go, and he's got like long-term goals. But Sintairr, and I think you and I have only actually talked in voice chat once. So do you write all of your own stories, or some of your stories, or what's the deal?
The stories that I do write, I come up with this stuff on my own. But the stories that I'm gonna be narrating, I usually just get them from Reddit, and then I DM the author of it and ask them for permission. But like whenever I'm in the mood to write, and like I try to be as creative as I can. Like I try to get like the creativity flowing as much as I'm able to, and the fact that I'm on like 5M servers on GTA 5, like it really helps, because like you're constantly like in the RP servers that I'm in, like you're constantly talking to people, and you're constantly getting like new ideas for like new stories or stuff like that. So I mean, it's mostly me writing my own stuff. That there will be times where I'm just not in the mood to write, and I'll procrastinate. Because I'm really good at that. I'm really good at procrastinating stuff that I need to do. Unless like someone just sits there and like, you know, hits it into my mind that I need to get this done, I will sit there and I will look at a page that I'm supposed to be writing like a full page for, and I will be sitting there for hours, and the only thing that I'll have is the title, and even then I'll change that multiple times trying to think of a better title for it. I'm a very indecisive person, especially when it comes to like making content or making stories, because I want to make it good, and I don't want it to be less than average, I guess. I don't want it to be mediocre. Like I don't want to upload something that I'm not personally like okay with, and I have a lot of Oh no, I'm passionate about it. I don't think I've ever been more passionate about doing YouTube than when I'm reading the story on Reddit and like I just want to narrate it. So I mean it's kind of a problem for me with being like doing something like this and being as procrastinatory as I am. Don't even know if that's a word, but I'm making it one. It's a word now. Procrastinatory.
Yeah. sounds like a word to me.
It sounds like one. It makes sense. It goes well in a sentence. So
Right.
hey, it's a word now.
It does. I almost said it too. Dark Horse Tales has come into chat. I was going to call him procrastinator too.
Hello, Dark
Tales has come
Horse.
into chat.
Nice to meet
Hello
you.
and welcome.
Thank you for being here. Well, I have a question for
who's
both
attached
of them.
to Dark Horse? Go ahead.
All right, I have to do this in two parts. Sintairr, what would you say is your strongest and weakest aspects when it comes to narrating? An amateur animator, what would you say is your strongest and weakest aspects when it comes to writing a story?
Amateur, you wanna You want to take this one first, bud?
Yeah. This one's an interesting one. So for writing, I don't know. I think the weakest. I don't know if I would say it was a week. That's my dog. Sorry.
You're fine.
This one's tough. I would say the weakest part about writing for me is that too. I got animals in the house.
You're fine.
I don't know why this one's tough. I know there's something that I could probably improve on. I just can't. My strength would be. I think I've gotten really good at just writing characters and them being believable. I think maybe other people think otherwise, but I think that's probably my strength of writing is. I think my characters are really, really believable at this point.
Well, I think your stories and the way you write them are believable and very enjoyable and funny.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, Becky.
I do too. As long as
rest in
Beth
peace to all
survives,
our
we're good.
characters. Huh?
What, Filia?
What would you say, Filia?
I think we lost her for a minute.
Hey,
Okay, she's back.
Oh, she's back.
can you not hear me?
We can now.
Oh, okay. So it turns out I can't say it.
Procrastinatory.
Yes, procrastinatory is actually a word. That's awesome. The
A good shot in the dark.
definition is tending to procrastinate.
Pretending to procrastinate?
Tending. Like
Oh.
they have a tendency to procrastinate.
Okay.
I
I said
tend to
pretending. I was
procrastinate.
like, oh.
Procrastinate. No. No, that's much more work than I want to put into it.
I'd rather actually procrastinate than pretend to procrastinate.
I would as
Right?
well. Unless I'm procrastinating, trying to pretending to procrastinate, then I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I'm faking.
Now you're in a loop.
Yeah. Now I'm in a loop of faking my procrastination, and I can't do that. I'm not real then.
Okay. So Mandy Mortem is here, and she was interviewed yesterday in Traveler's Tavern. You guys can go back and watch that here on Nevermore Collection.
Close enough.
God, can't talk. And I call myself a narrator. My whole bleeper. God, my whole blooper reel is just me going. Actually, where this is going is I want to say something to Mandy. I'm doing a story of hers, and she told me that it was a cursed story, that at the time she gave it to me, that nobody had managed to get it onto YouTube yet, because things kept happening. And for the last several days, I've been trying to upload this dang story, and literally state where I live is, I kid you not, on Sprint, which is my internet and my phone, there is a disruption in the entire center of my state.
Oh wow.
So that's how bad the curse is on this story that I did, that I'm trying to upload. Because it was supposed to be for last night, and I couldn't get it done because internet. And I was going to try and get it for tonight. Still couldn't get it done today because of the internet. And it's crazy. And look, she said, and I'm like, no, I can do it. I can do it. It's insane. I'm still determined to get this video up. Hell or high water. I'm going to get this video up.
You should definitely do it just out of spite.
Right? I mean, if this means I have to go sit in a church somewhere and use a church Wi-Fi to upload the damn thing.
Wait, do you just have Wi-Fi?
I'm not gonna have it tonight.
I'm gonna be honest. None of the churches near me have Wi-Fi. I've tried that.
Bummer.
Yeah, I know. It's I honestly I was under the impression that there wasn't Wi-Fi in churches.
Wonder why. Oh, never mind. I know why.
Well, yeah, they don't want people being on. But anymore, I mean, restaurants have Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure churches have Wi-Fi too.
Well, I mean, I feel like there would be like
I would think
difference.
just about any place where people gather. Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah. Can't you guys see me in like a Catholic church? Me, the daughter of darkness, sitting in the back of a Catholic church with my laptop and my earbuds going, load, goddammit, load! Yeah. Because that would be, that would be what happened. She says blood drive creeps don't want anyone catching on to them. She's right. She's right. Because her story's true. That's what's scary.
Honestly, that would make a lot of sense. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm probably thinking too far into this. So I love conspiracy theories.
Yes.
They're interesting to me. So in any opportunity I get to just make a like crazy ass conspiracy theory, I will take and I will jump on that opportunity whenever it is presented. Also, I've been trying to think of like an answer to the question, and I would assume that my answer would be the same for both. The whole like perfectionist thing would probably be both. would pretty much like be both like my strong and weak point. The fact that I want it to be perfect would mean that at least if I uploaded something that I genuinely enjoyed, then I feel like it would be good for the general public. Like I stand by the statement that like I wouldn't upload something I wouldn't personally watch. And a lot of my friends have the same mentality that like if they're going to upload a video or something like that, they're going to upload something that they would personally watch. And if you can't go back and watch your videos and be satisfied with them, then personally for me, if I can't go back and watch my videos and be personally okay with or be personally happy with them, then I don't think that anyone else would be happy watching my content. It is a real like it's a one way road, I think is how you, I don't know. It's either a one-way road or a two-way street. I don't know.
As long as it's not a traffic circle.
It's basically like a four-way intersection, but like half of it's cut off.
Under construction.
Yeah, half of it's under construction, and the other half is just moving really slowly.
But it's funny you say that because that is something I haven't heard in a very long time. But I know a long time ago there were narrators that said the same exact thing that you did, that if they can't listen to it themselves, how can they expect someone else to? So, oh, that was a flashback.
I feel like it's like very common mentality on YouTube, at least. one second.
So, has anyone else came into chat, Chrono?
I haven't honestly been paying any attention, so
No problem.
I don't think so. I don't see any new faces. And if there are some new faces, I do apologize.
I think we lost Filia for a minute, so
I just got my my debit card back from the pizza place that I spent like $60 on food with, so that's great.
$60?
Yes, I bought like 4 boxes of pizza and then like crazy bread. I think that's what I don't know. I was
Oh,
buying
that's
it for my
cheap.
family. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
cheap.
know,
60
dude.
bucks?
Like for like 4 extra large pizzas, by the way. Like that's not just like large. It's
Where
like
are you
extra large.
going?
It's pieces.
No, I didn't lose my debit card. No, like I gave it to my mom because I was buying food for my family, and I just told her like, yeah, go and buy the pizza that you guys want, and extra large for me, by the way. And she basically just bought like 4 extra large pizzas and crazy bread. We went to Little Caesars.
Oh, okay.
I remember when their pizza was square. I liked it.
Yeah, I can never get behind square pizza. I'm
I
used to it
could.
being like a circle, like a perfect circle.
Yeah, it's a circle that comes in a box, but it's cut into triangles. It's a geometry nightmare.
And for people that have OCD, it is hellish.
Do they still have the little like tables they put in the center of the pizza?
Yes.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
those things.
So,
That was my
Chrono,
question.
Oh. I was just fixing to ask if you had a question.
Sure. I guess this one will be for both of them. I guess fairly generic question. How far do you guys see, or where would you guys like to see your channel going? Where's the pinnacle of success for you guys on your channel?
50 subs. I dare not shoot for the sun. I don't know, honestly. All I would really want out of my channel is for as many people to enjoy my content as possible. Yes, I said 50 subs. I'm shooting low. I dare not aim high. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I will have been successful if I can just make a good amount of people's day better. Like, if you know, if someone like watches any of my content during work and it makes their day go by faster, that shit would be top notch for me. Cause like I used to listen to Corpse's videos in school. So okay, so in my school, I wasn't able to connect to the Wi-Fi because they had it blocked. So I had to figure out a way for me to bypass their security for me to be able to get onto YouTube during class. And whenever I did that, and that was a fucking that was a whole wall that I had to climb and basically tumble over just to be able to do. But you know, I would be in school and I would be like listening to like Corpse Husband and Mr. CreepyPasta, and they would make my day go by faster. And so like if I could do that for someone else, and you know, even if it's only like 10, maybe 15 people, like I will have been doing a good job doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Good response.
Well, that's a modest response for sure. But 50, I could see you hitting 100 pretty fast.
I can too.
Oh boy.
You guys, Go find Sintairr's channel right now. I want to see 100 subs by the end of the weekend. You've only got a handful of hours left. Let's do this.
No.
Let's bombard his channel with love.
I haven't even uploaded yet. Just give me time to like upload a video and you guys can like tell me if it's trash or not. Like,
let's do 100 subs before he uploads. All right, let's do 100 subs before he gets an upload.
Yeah, we can hear you.
She's back.
Yay! I'm back. And I have 5G.
There you go.
I'm so excited.
my internet's been fucking up as
Oh, I don't know if we can
wrong
get in that
emoji.
far, right?
That was the wrong emoji, by the way. That was don't.
Okay, well, I think I just got him to 20.
Where the fuck is the pleading eye emoji? What the fuck is this? Hold on. I put the annoyed emoji. There we go. This one is what I was going for. Let's get 100 subs before it uploads. No.
Let's do it.
Savage. Wrong emoji. I had to very quickly fix my fuck up.
Okay, you're at 21 now.
Oh boy. Oh, yo, that's my age. Hell yeah, let's keep it there.
Oh, you're such a baby.
Nope.
Such a youngin'.
You're at 25 right now.
Oh, well, it was just a second ago. Was it 21?
Yeah, I just hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep refreshing. I'm gonna keep a live Sintairr subs count for you.
Oh boy. You guys
Don't forget about Amateur.
have way
right
too
now.
high expectations for me.
We're at 28 right now.
Don't forget about Amateur.
Yes, Amateur.
Sure.
Show him love.
Yeah, let's get an Amateur. Amateur, let's hit a grand for Amateur. He's sitting at 300 and what was that? 378 subs.
Already?
Right.
Yes, you.
And
That's
if
one
there's
night.
anybody here that's not subscribed to Chrono or CCG and myself, hello.
Oh, don't worry about me.
You're here. And for that matter, Raven, are behind the seeds. Behind the seeds. Yes, behind the seeds. Behind the scenes,
Behind the
dude.
scenes.
That's why I talk. Maybe it was better when I was being silent. It was really weird. I was just hearing random words, and I'm like, what the fuck? I heard geometry and then pizza table. And I'm like, what?
Oh my god, I just went up like 4 subs.
Oh
Debit
yeah, we
card,
were talking about
geometry
how
pizza.
much of a geometry nightmare Little Caesars is. Or pizza in general that comes in a square box that's
Right.
circular that's cut into triangles.
Yeah, well, I
remember-
figured out that you guys were talking about pizza by the responses in the chat. But it was just
Pizza
really
is
weird
so
to hear
odd
that.
to not be good.
As long as it doesn't try and kill you.
Well, speaking
I
of
mean,
food,
sometimes you just gotta, go with the downside, And even if it does try to kill you, at least you'll die with a full stomach.
oh. Well, I have this meme. It's on my Instagram, and it's a slice of pizza laying down, and there's a pineapple hovering over it, and the pineapple says, "Shh, nobody has to know."
Oh, we got Amateur Animator up at 386 subs.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Amateur, I've actually been watching your content, by the way. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I'm following you on Twitter.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy. But
And
Gathering of
you-
Crows.
Oh no, I'm not. Hold on. Okay.
Gathering
I
of
fixed
Crows
that
just said he had to resub, and that happens a lot. YouTube does that a lot.
Yeah, they
They-
pull a lot
They
of subs.
unsubscribe you. So everybody should periodically check the people that they think they're subbed to, because sometimes you're not, and you're like, what the hell? Why would
I probably should check too.
People you would never unsubscribe to.
See, I feel like at this point, like, and don't get me wrong, when I say this, I'm not gonna like shit all over YouTube or anything, but like, it's like I love it. Like I'm on YouTube all the time, either like listening to music or listening to like you guys on doing those narrations, but like YouTube has gotten so many problems in their system as of late, because like I'm constantly seeing like other narrators talking about how they're like quickly losing subs like left, right, and center, and it's like out of everybody that works at YouTube, like they haven't been able to fix this yet. Like I mean, considering it's been going on for well over a month now. Like honestly, it's been going on for a good like year or two. Like that I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and you'd think that within that like year or two, that they would have been able to fix this problem. But
I think they do it on purpose.
They probably have. Either that or it's like it's just throwaway accounts that they're like unsubscribing from YouTube. But like I see like legitimate people tweeting out like creators saying that like they were subbed to them, but then YouTube unsubbed them from their channel, and YouTube is not going to get any further than this unless they take a step back and fix the problems that is going on their platform. And I feel like a lot more people probably need to speak out about like the problems that are going on than what they do. Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. Like I don't think they don't have the money and manpower. I think they're just like they just don't want to take the time to do it.
Oh, JPC is here.
Hey, JPC. Hello and welcome.
How's it going, my favorite Canadian brethren?
Yo, Creepy, welcome to the chat.
What have you missed? Oh my goodness, you've missed stuff.
The nightmare of pizza.
Pizza nightmares and cursed stories.
Oh, I'm failing. I'm supposed to be keeping a sub count for everybody. Alright, Amateur Animator's now at 393 subs. Sintairr, you are at 31 subs.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, JPC, we're trying to get our two guests up on their sub count. If you could please sub to our young men here, that would be awesome. JPC's like, I'm not gonna subscribe to these young scrubs.
Yeah, don't subscribe.
I'm kidding. JPC is very kind. He really is good with the new people coming up.
Oh yeah,
he is one of the guys
I've talked
that
to him at least once on BC, I think, and he seemed cool when I talked to him.
Well, since we were talking about pizza, sis, I'll go ahead and let you ask this question, and then Chrono, if you have a question, and then I'll ask a question.
So what is your guys's, both of you boys, and I don't mean to be insulting when I say boys. I don't. It's just how anyway, what is your guys's favorite go-to movie snack? Theater or home, whatever.
I guess I like Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids, okay.
They're easy to sneak in.
I don't really have one.
Really?
Do you guys know those like White Castle burgers? Like those little like sliders that like you put in the microwave.
Yes.
Yes.
They just like burst. Oh yeah.
Yes, the amount of times that I will be like playing games at my computer and I'll be hungry and I'll just go in and pop like 2 of them in the microwave for like 45 seconds, put it on a paper plate, bring it back to my room, and just eat it while playing. Like that is I am obsessed with those things. So much so that like I will buy like 4 packs at a time of like 16 and just keep them
Yeah.
stocked in my freezer.
Wow. I love them too. I snuck chicken strips in one time.
I
I
wish
think
I
almost
could.
everybody. I think almost everybody's heard this story, but my daughter and I actually snuck in an entire large pizza from Papa John's,
I'm
How?
impressed.
and it wasn't cold either. It was like right from Papa John's. My daughter had a big messenger bag, and this was planned. So we went and got the pizza. I took gallon-sized plastic bags with us, and when we got to the theater, we were in the car and we took the pizza out of the box and put them in the slices in bags, like two slices per bag, and then put them in her messenger bag. And then she carried her messenger bag, into the theater.
You guys are
Wow.
lucky as fuck.
Well,
Right,
mine
most-
were cold
most-
chicken strips, so it's not like it was going to give me away, but it's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm innocent.
I know, but like most
Right.
theaters now, like big theaters, have like some linebacker goalie at the door, like no outside food or drink.
Yeah, they
Well,
see
what
you
are they
bringing
gonna do? Search my
anything.
purse?
Like if you have
Probably,
a
I mean-
suspicious clothing or something.
I mean,
Maybe
to be fair,
teenagers.
they probably would check your bag just to make sure that like
I live in
I
a
mean,
small
if you're wearing
town.
like a backpack or something, and like they have reason to believe that you are sneaking something into the theater, they will request to check it, and you probably won't be allowed in unless like you let them check. Kind of like airport security. With as seriously as they take it, it's basically like airport security.
Well, I'm not a young woman, and I'm not a teenager. I don't look threatening or like, I'm going to do something wrong. And I live in a small town, so. But yeah, pretty
Yo,
easy to
BB
do.
sister's here.
Who?
Oh, MCT. I call her BB sister.
Oh,
Hi, MCT. Hi, Mandy.
hey, honey. Oh, you didn't know Mandy was here?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, Mandy's been here for a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's why I
slacking.
started telling the
Mandy.
story. Cheesecake treats.
Oh,
Cheesecake treats? What?
yum. I want cheesecake
I-
treats.
Dogs and cheesecake treats?
Oh, I didn't hear treats and I heard drinks and I was really confused.
All right, flash mob to the Boggs place.
Right?
Hey?
You're really going to bring cheesecake? Oh, no, you didn't.
Okay. Chrono, did you have a question?
Get back to me on that.
Okay, CC, ask your question.
Okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to do this one for amateur, but, well, heck, you both are YouTube channels, so what is the one good piece of advice that you would give an upcoming narrator or artist on their journey on YouTube?
Sintairr's like, what? I am an up and coming
Well,
newbie.
I would say find out what you really, really want to do. Like you will be passionate about, and do that. Because when I first started YouTube 6 years ago now, I really just wanted to be like the next PewDiePie. I was just like, I was 15 when I started. Then like, I really like, I was making videos, but I wasn't like, I am proud of this. I was just doing it because I was like, this will get me attention, and I didn't get attention. So it wasn't until I started doing what I was animation and stuff like that where I was like, I'm passionate about this, and I'm happy about it. That I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this now and be happy with it. So I would say really just do what you are passionate about, and you'll be happier. And even when times are tough, you'll still be satisfied with what you're making.
Good answer.
Yeah,
I like that.
good answer.
Very good answer.
Definitely. Oh, I got a question. There it is.
Okay.
This is actually going to be for the both of you. Is there a specific passion project you have that you would just love to show the world, but something's in your way that you can't quite get it done?
Yes. I'm kind of
Good
working on it
answer.
already. I'm working on something, but it's going to be a while before I can get it out because I kind of wanted to make it an actual pilot that could be picked up by someone. So
Ooh.
Oh,
it will probably be like 2 to 4 years before anything official comes out about it. But I guess that's a little something.
That's really cool.
curiosity now.
Right?
It's based off of some stuff I made as a child.
I'm hella curious now.
Me too.
Right.
So it's gonna be about a race of like cat-like human people, but that's not really. I don't really know how to describe it. I don't want to give away too much, but
Right.
the characters are like a bunch of based off of drawings and stuff I did when I was like 13 or 14, and they all have like I know the characters, like they're personal to me, and I was like, this is all this for the most part, all the stuff I'm working on now is stuff that it's improvements from stuff I made as a child, or like when I was like around 13. And this so far this one thing I'm get done is the only thing I haven't like made yet that was from my childhood, and I think out of everything I've made when I was a kid, this could probably be the most like suitable for a show. I know it's pretty vague, but I don't really want to give away too much right now.
Understandable. But you have all of our curiosities piqued.
I'm
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for it.
Yes.
I'm going to be one of the first ones to hop on it when it drops. So as of right now in the movie industry, it is saturated with really poorly made horror movies. And I don't see a lot of like psychological horror movies that actually makes people feel like creeped out or on edge. Like most horror movies just like they jump scare you, and that's the fear factor in it. Like they don't like, it doesn't make you stop and think and just fill you with that sense of horror that it's supposed to.
Exactly.
You
So
have piqued my interest.
that's kind of something that I want to make. Like I feel like if I had the money for it, the people and the resources, I would definitely be able to put something together that's better than just the Bye Bye Man, or and yes, I'm gonna name drop movies because I think the majority of people know that they're bad horror movies and they literally just focus on jump scares. But we're past like the whole jump scares in movies make the game scary, make the movie scary, and like it's not. That's not what horror movies are supposed to be about. It's supposed to make you scared, and they don't. It's just laughable. Like once you get past the fact that, you know, they're people in costumes and they're not real, and nothing that's happening in the movie is real. They're not scary, and then once you watch enough of them, you can even anticipate the jump scare in them, to where like you're ready when it happens.
I will count down from like 5 every time a jump scare is about to happen. I'm almost always right.
Yeah, exactly. There's that they are that predictable. I don't know who else like had like experienced this and like
I
when they were
do.
younger, but like you know those screamers that you used to find all the time online.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was a little kid, right? I had this Windows XP computer, and this is like the one with like the big ass tower and shit, and like the really big like computer screen that would basically take up like the entirety of the desk, plus the tower for it, and then like the keyboard and the mouse. So like your entire desk would just be full of just like 4 things. And this was like back in like the era where like screamers were very popular. Like so much so that they would put screamers in commercials just to scare people that were watching those commercials. And it's like that's kind of when the industry became oversaturated with just jump scares. Like they think that like the only thing that people in the horror community want is just something to jump at you with a really loud noise that looks terrifying, and like that's it to like like make you satisfied until the next horror movie comes out and does the same thing like a year later. So I feel like if I had the money, the resources, and the people with like good writers, because like I would like a good script with good people that know what to do with the script, then like I feel like I could actually make something that not only is watched by a lot of people, but makes like quadruple the amount of money that I spent making it in the box office. And people will continue to watch it, and it'll become kind of like pretty much what a cult classic is now. Because like when you think of like cult classic like horror movies, you think like the original Friday the 13th movies. Um, you think of like Nightmare on Elm Street. Um, what's the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That was like a good horror movie, mostly because it was based on real events. Also, I watched Martyrs, and that creeped me out. No, because there are people like that. There are actual like cults that believe like stuff like this and actually do stuff that was seen in the movie. So like I loved Martyrs when it came out. Like I was showing that movie to all of my friends that loved horror related stuff. Like I would be like, "Hey, are you tired of like just really bad jump scares in horror movies? And do you want to watch like a horror movie that's actually going to make you not want to sleep for the next month?" They're like,
Yes.
"Yeah, sign me up." And I'm like, "Bet, we're sitting down and we're watching Martyrs." Stalker is also good good movie. Um there was also I can't anything Stephen King is good. Like like all the Stephen King movies are good in my opinion. There was like this one movie series that I was not able to watch growing up, but like I can watch it now because like, it's not that bad now that I'm like 21 and know a lot more than I did when I was little. The original Saw movies used to scare the absolute fuck out of me because like it wasn't like it wasn't a monster doing this. It was an actual human, and just knowing that like humans did this to other humans was the most terrifying thing out of like anything that I'd seen. Like I can deal with like a demon doing stuff to people. I can deal with like, the a vengeful spirit coming back and killing the people that turn them into what they are. I can deal with that because like I know that it's not real. It's just like a make believe movie about demons. But like watching a movie where a human does horrific stuff to another human, like that is probably the most horrifying thing that you can have in a horror movie. Because like you can fight against it, but you can't at the same time. So that kind of like set the scene for me when it came to like horror movies. And that's one of the reasons why I want to create one and at least like put my foot in the door of like the horror community, and that in that way. Besides just like narrating stories that other people make, because like I love narrating stories. But like if I was actually able to just like sit down and have an idea in my head and actually make it a full-length movie that people enjoyed watching, I think that would be really cool.
You want to
Yeah.
bring
Me
back
neither.
the classic horror, back when horror was horror.
Yeah.
So,
And, I mean, we need that because
we do.
Hollywood's not gonna do it.
No, they're not.
All they care about is what sells, and what sells is jump scares. It's basically like back in the old Screamer days.
See, I've always preferred the psychological scares to the jump scares. I want it to mess with my mind.
Oh, like what was that movie? Identity with John Cusack.
Yes,
It
I
was actually
watched
just-
that.
I love that movie.
I watched that so much. There was a movie that I saw. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it took place in a government building where, like the building was put on lockdown by like this group of people, and they had been like studying like the routine of the workers, and basically every, I think, few hours, the group of people that locked these workers in the building would just randomly kill off like members of the group until it's down to like a small group, and then they were made to fight to the death, and whoever was the last man standing would be able to walk free. And the terrifying thing about that movie is it talks about how the human mind works, and it gives you an insight of that fight or flight mode that is automatic. That is it. Belko experiment. That is what I was thinking. Yes, okay, so the Belko experiment, it gives you an insight into how the human mind processes stuff like, what was going on in the movie. Like, it processes trauma, having to like kill your coworkers that you've built a relationship with just to save your own ass. And then like, it shows like the like the human's fight or flight mode. And it was a well-made movie. The script was a little off at times, but like the general like the general like thing that the movie talked about was a lot better, in my opinion, than what the script messed up. And it terrified me of talking to people for a while, because I'm just like, what if this one person that I'm talking to on the side of the street just has a really bad day, and that fight or flight mode gets like that fight or flight switch gets flipped on in their head, and they just look at me as if they want to kill me, and they're like, what am I gonna do then? Like it shows you a lot more about how humans will act in very stressful situations. And that's one of the best aspects of any horror movie I've ever watched.
Boggs is asking a question. I'm not sure what he's
He
asking.
says, "Have you seen Whir yet?" I believe that's how you pronounce it. W-E-R. Whir.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard it. What is it, Bugs? Tell me.
I think it's like a World War movie.
But I do get
Okay.
where you're coming from, Sintairr, because I prefer the classic, horror movies when you're going to go see it for the first time and you got that, tightening feeling in your gut, and you're like anticipating, the horror, and I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but okay. To me, Tim Curry is and always will be it. Okay. So when I went and saw Pennywise, excuse me, yes, Pennywise. So when I went and saw the remake of It, that's what I meant to say. I was sitting there going, "What?" I did not like it. I guess because I'm biased, because Tim Curry is and always will be Pennywise, but there was just nothing there for me. Nothing. Not a thing.
See, I think
I grew up on
different
the
approach to
originals
that.
as well.
I have a different approach to that because yes, Tim Curry is still the OG Pennywise and will forever be known as the theatrical, but I believe Bill Skarsgård added a more primal fear to it that today's society sees as scary, more so as it's expected because he looks like an evil clown. Tim Curry just looked like a clown. See,
Hold on one second. Hello, Vid.
Oh, is Vita there?
Yes,
Yeah,
Sorry,
hi.
I'm not on that screen at the moment.
He was streaming last night. Oh my god, if you guys haven't seen that stream that he does every Saturday, you have to watch it. Your face and your ribs will literally be hurting.
I was asleep most of the day yesterday, and then I woke up and saw that he had been streaming, and I'm like,
Yeah, but check it out every Saturday and get your face and rib muscles ready, because
it's a workout.
yeah, Vidith can't even keep a straight face, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
"Hey yo, BB." Yeah, no, that's how me and Vid became friends. By the way, you know how like I was telling you guys earlier in the stream that like I met Vid on Counter-Strike. I don't remember what happened, but this was like very early on in the game. I think he had like died when he was like trying to clutch around. He's like, "Oh shit, sorry guys, that was my fault." And I'm like, "It's okay, BB." And he's like, "ABB." And I just like fucking said it after him and shit. And like we just started fucking laughing and everything about it. And that's how like me and him like became friends. Very, very soon after meeting.
Oh yeah.
Now
I
we
was
gotta
gonna
get Vid
start
on
calling
here.
you Boomer. Oh yes.
We gotta
How
get
would you like
Vid
to
on
come
here.
on, Vid?
Vid's gotta get on and tell his side of the story.
Oh yeah, no, come on, Vid. Dog, we did slay in CS:GO. Dude, honestly, I'm really fucking bummed that I wasn't able to play CS with you the other night when you were on. I was fucking like, I was on GTA.
Yes, we
and I was
did,
wrapped
Vid.
up in a lot of shit. So. Vid,
Okay,
come join
JVC,
BC.
we will see you soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was awesome to see
Thank you. Awesome to see you. So do we have any other questions?
Just death row.
Oh. Then I have my question too. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, so you guys are on death row. You were bad boys in Texas. They kill people in Texas. That's why I always say Texas. What is going to be your request for your final meal?
Bread.
Huh?
Bread?
Bread.
That's all you want is bread.
A slice.
What kind
All
of
the
bread?
I want all the
Bread.
breads. Just bread.
Just the most
My-
plain MRE bread there is.
Yes.
We've never had that response before.
maybe 2 slices. Maybe 2.
He's gonna have an air sandwich.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody has ever said bread. Did you want water with your bread?
No, just bread.
Just bread. Don't even want anything to wash it down with. You just bread.
I mean, I'm going to die anyway. If I could just choke on the bread and end it there.
I mean, that's very true, but like, I mean, you don't know how you're gonna be put to death though on death row, right? Like it could be injection, which is like relatively painless. It could be like the electric chair, which is a lot more painful, but for a very short amount of time. It could be what's the other thing? Firing squad, they still do that, right? Yeah, they still. Yeah, it's Texas. Everyone's got a gun. Yeah, they still do that.
No, Texas does lethal injection. I think there are still a few states that will give you the option of hanging.
I'm going there.
Like, then you also have to worry
I don't think
about
anybody does the gas chamber anymore.
Yeah, but like, okay, so with the hanging, right? Like, that would be a very valid way of dying on death row. But like, then you also have to worry about like, oh, what if the dude putting the noose around my neck is a dumbass and doesn't tie it properly? Oh, well, my neck is snapped. I'm motionless. I'm in pain. I'm paralyzed. This is slow and agonizing death. If I'm gonna die, I want it to be a bunch of Canadians standing in a line, holding a gun, and I want them to just fire squad me, because I know that they will be sorry about it and they will apologize to me afterward. And honestly, I can die peacefully then. I will not haunt anyone. I will accept my life in hell, and I will be happy.
Sorry about it.
Quick question. Does Canada have the death penalty anywhere?
I don't think so, but they do have assisted suicide. That is.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. We will assist your suicide as punishment for, what you did.
That could very easily be turned in court to actually do that. Like someone's like, oh yeah, this dude murdered an entire family. And it was like, oh, well, I mean, just fucking like lock him up in prison and shit. We don't do like death row and everything. And then like the dude that's going to prison is like, I want to die. I killed all these people. I can't live anymore. And then there you go. Assisted suicide. And then like, I mean, it's still technically the same thing, except for it's done by a doctor and not by the prison guards or whatever the fuck does that in prison. Is that like, is there a job specifically for like death row stuff?
It's called an executioner.
Some states have it, and some states rotate it through their upper captains and stuff of the guards.
Well,
so that people don't have to deal, like you don't have one guy that does it all the time, so he doesn't have to emotionally deal with it all the time.
Well, you don't want me to be an executioner, because throw all of those away, because my belief is let the punishment fit the crime, only
Right.
slower. So, yeah, you don't want me to get a hold of you as an executioner. I'd have too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, CCG.
It would be torture, not execution.
Me and Brian/Ryan are just big chilling right now, dog.
Huh?
I said me and Brian/Ryan are just like big chilling right now.
Cool.
Okay, so we've got bread on one side.
You know,
I can't. I can't.
I was thinking about this very, very hard and everything, right? And I introduced myself to everyone as an asshole. So like, just because I'm this much of an asshole, my last meal, I would make them make me a gourmet meal, and then they can't do anything to me until after I eat all of it. And I will just slowly eat that shit just to waste their time and piss them off and make them hate me. it's, I don't know, like lobster or something, but like they have to make it in front of me. I want it to be like, what's the word for that? Like the chef that makes food in front of you, like hibachi or something like that.
Hibachi?
Hibachi, yes, there you go. I want it to be
The hibachi is
style.
actually the tiny little tabletop grill.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I want it hibachi style. Like they will make my food in front of me, and I will have it seasoned just the way that I want it to, and then they won't have any of it because I'll eat all of it in front of them. It'll be great. They will legitimately hate me. And then I will gladly accept my fate.
Amateur. Put bread too.
I know. Okay, yeah, that's a nice plan. There's a few flaws, but it's your plan, and you can.
There's a few flaws.
There's some flaws in there, but that's okay. You can have flaws in there.
Don't
Because
worry,
it's all,
I'll buffer them out.
Hypotheticals.
We
Yeah,
have time
I'll
for
buffer
one
down
more
the edit.
question. We have time
I
for
just want
one
to
more
point something
question.
out. Lobster only cooks for like 5 minutes.
Bummer.
Yeah, you'd want like a beef Wellington or something.
I was just gonna say that. I was literally just gonna say you want something like beef Wellington.
Oh yeah. But
I
the
like
dough
your
has to be
thinking
prepared
process.
fresh.
Well, then shit, I'm on death row. I got time.
That's
I hope that they do as well.
Beef
Yeah, I think
Wellington with like organic portobello.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like beef Wellington, but I would eat that shit, and I would request them make it just out of spite.
mine would be a porterhouse with blue cheese, creamy sauce over the top of it. Oh. Yes, country fried potatoes. Oh, biscuits
that
and
sounds
gravy.
good. I would just do one red Skittle.
Just a singular Skittle.
Just one red Skittle. Let's get
I've
this
heard
shit
that
over
before.
with.
Who said that?
I
Who
stick to my
said one
guns.
skit, one red Skittle? No, someone else that we interviewed
That
said
was
that.
me
Who
last
was it?
week.
Was it? Oh,
It was Chrono.
I heard that before. Wow, my
One
memory
red
is shot.
Let's get popped in my mouth, walk into the chair. Let's get this shit over with. I'll ride the lightning.
Well, I'm going to ask this final question, and then we're going to close out the show. So to Amateur and Sintairr, if you could be any fictional horror character, who would it be and why? And who would your first victim be?
You're giving me way too much power with this question, you know. Actually, I have to think. Fuck.
I'm thinking too.
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
I've never really thought about it before.
Neither have I.
I think they're stumped.
Oh yeah, no, this
Right?
is actually a very serious question for me to answer. It takes a lot of thought.
Yeah, I'm still thinking too.
Um. No, okay. So when we're talking about like horror, right? Or are you talking about like, what would the Joker technically be considered horror since he's like like a psychological horror?
Sure. Why not?
Because I wouldn't really I wouldn't really like group the Joker up into like horror and stuff, but like
Hey, you've already like come up with some pretty weird shit today, so sure.
I mean, and it's only like 8:36 p.m. Don't worry, it gets weirder as the night goes. Yeah, I'd probably be the Joker, just because like the way he's able to read people so well, and he's able to install a sense of fear without even doing anything. Just his presence makes people like afraid, and they don't. It's like they don't want to try to do anything to him. My first victim, Batman, because he couldn't kill him. So I would do what the actual Joker could never do. There you go.
Okay.
And I feel like that would. Yeah, no, cause like the Joker could never like bring himself to kill Batman. So I feel like just do what he can.
You want to be a one-up Joker?
I want to one up Heath Ledger.
There you go. Well, you're already doing that. You're alive.
That's
Oh.
Too soon, man. I'm still sad. I'm still sad about that, dog. Heath Ledger was an amazing fucking actor. I cried when
He's still the best Joker.
he
Oh,
is
by
by
far.
far the fucking best Joker. And I watched like Jokerin Phoenix.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know why the fuck I said Joker. Yeah, I watched Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and I loved him so much. Like, he was an amazing Joker, but no one is ever going to be able to beat the king, which is Heath Ledger.
I still can't think about. My mind's only going to free horror movies, and I don't know if any of them are like. I don't know if any of them would be good choices. I am not a good thinker. I don't know. I guess I would just go with Jack Torrance since he's the only one that's come to mind.
Ooh,
There you go.
okay.
And The Shining is my favorite horror movie, so I'll just go with him. And
So is Jack gonna branch out? What if Jack came down the hill?
He's not going to be stuck in a hotel.
Right? I think
Gonna
the hotel should have possessed Jack and sent him down the hill.
Yeah, he's going to branch out from a hotel to a train station.
Or whatever that little town was.
Yeah, or whatever that little town was. Actually, now that we're talking about like towns though, like Pyramid Head from Silent Hill was always amazing in my eyes. Like I love the design of the character. And I just like I loved like the level of fear that I had just seeing Pyramid Head walking around as a kid when I played like Silent Hill. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Like I had nightmares about Pyramid Head for like a good month. And that was like psychological horror for me.
That kind of lands in the geometrical horror right there.
It pretty much does, yeah. Like walking around.
Goes along with geometric pizza.
Yeah. Oh, now I can't look at triangles the same.
Right? Oh my god, what if it was like instead of it was like pieces of pizza up there?
That's why. Okay, that's why he would try to kill you. He didn't want you taking his pizza. I understand now.
Every
Should've-
horror
should've-
villain kills.
Pizza.
That's why every horror villain kills. They just don't have pizza.
I'm going to make a story where the monster is a dude named Pizza Head, and he just has like pizza hat on, and just like goes around and shit. I'm gonna like buff out the story and shit, but it's gonna become a thing.
Lots of things are going to be things.
I could turn anything
I
into
get that.
something.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're babbling now, guys.
Oh, come
Yep,
on, you
we are
don't
now-
like pizza pyramids?
You know, honestly, I've never played that game. I mean, I am aware of Pyramid Head and stuff, but it doesn't have the same impact with me because I don't play that game. So
You're missing out. You need to.
probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. But we are getting really far off topic. So, does anybody else have any question from the chat or from the panel? Cece, are you still awake? CCG?
Can you hear me now?
There you
Oh,
go.
there you are. Okay.
I'm here.
Lost you there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Um,
So,
Well, there-
any questions from chat or any questions from the panel? Chrono, any
I
more
don't think
questions?
I mean, if we're on the topic of pizza, what's your favorite toppings?
You're gonna think I'm a basic bitch for what I'm about to say.
He's going to say ham and pineapple.
He's gonna say just
No.
pepperoni. Just
Close.
pepperoni.
Yeah, just pepperoni. Not gonna lie though, sometimes I do get in a mood where I do enjoy eating pineapple on pizza. And I'm unpopular opinion, and people are probably going to hate me in the future for saying this. And I'm sorry if you do. Pineapple and pizza go well together. Sometimes, if I'm in the mood for like sweet pizza, like I would love to just. Cause like I mean, it's not like I'm just going to say no. I don't want to eat pineapple on pizza if it's the only pizza there. Like if it's like the only pizza available, I'll eat it and I'll fucking enjoy it. But you know, it's not my preferred type of pizza.
My favorite is cheese. Just cheese.
You sure you don't want just
Hey.
bread?
Well, okay, I think, yeah, sure. But my favorite actually used to be pepperoni, but a few years back, I actually had like a 2-year span in my life where I was allergic to red meat, and that kind of made it where that I've had less interest in anything red meat ever since then. I can eat it now, but it's just not the same anymore for some reason.
That is understandable.
Yeah. Well, I'm really weird. Well, first off, I'm allergic to tomatoes and pineapples.
That sucks.
So you have no idea. So I actually like white pizzas. With either like ranch or Alfredo sauce, or even like just a garlic sauce. And I like it with chicken and bacon and onions. It's a very adult pizza. It's not a kid.
That sounds very mature.
My
It
favorite
is.
pizza is the double bacon cheeseburger.
See, you've had that pizza with me before.
Yes, and that was really good. It was
I
really
just thought
good.
about that. Cece's had it before.
Philly
Yeah,
and I
I'm
have
allergic
met
to
in
tomatoes.
person.
Yes, we are friends in real life, as I am friends with Christine Baker in real life.
Don't you go and the guys live like blocks from each other?
Oh God, no.
No, about 60 miles.
Yeah, that's 3 country blocks.
Right? It's just a little ways down the interstate.
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah, nah.
Well, we have no more questions in chat. So I think we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight for this week.
I think
Thank
so
you,
too.
Raven and Patience,
Patience.
for hosting us again. Thank you to everyone in the chat for coming. We really appreciate your support. Sis, as always, thank you. Chrono, thank you for joining us as a guest host today. Amateur
Thanks for having
Animator,
me.
and you're very welcome. Amateur and Sintair, thank you for being here to be interviewed today. It's been awesome. You guys have done great.
Thank
I
you for
really
having me.
appreciate you having me.
I had a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah,
no,
guys,
it was
awesome
really
having you.
enjoyable.
Thank you.
Definitely
And
worth
Cece,
staying
thank
up
you.
for.
Yes. Cece, thank you for being here with me. Raven and Patience, thank you, dear. Chrono, thanks for having my back today.
Got you.
Appreciate it, buddy. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this. And everybody from the chat, thank you so much for being here. And guys, we hit 34 likes,
Woohoo!
which is awesome.
Wait,
Congratulations.
do final subscriber counts.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, final.
Amateur
I'm
Animator
not ready
ends
for
the stream at 393 subscribers. And
Woohoo!
Sintair ends the stream at 32 subscribers. I was gonna say 332 for a second.
I was about to flip my shit if I got that many in.
32, that's awesome.
Congratulations to both of you.
I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it, guys.
And-
Y'all,
Oh, I want
honestly
to point
wasn't
out,
expecting it.
yesterday with Mandy, we had Nevermore Collective had 69 subscribers. And right now, as far as I can tell, it looks like we have 73. Nope, 80. We have 80 subscribers with the Nevermore Collective now. That's awesome.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Congratulations to the channel.
Yeah, we are kicking butt and taking names.
Yes, we are.
So we'll be back next week.
with
Who do we have with us next
Matthew's
week?
interview. Matthew's
awesome.
interviews.
Okay.
So, till
And,
next week, you guys, remember, stay frightened.
also,
Right. And
don't
we
have
have,
too high expectations for me.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't forget, next Saturday we have Traveler's Tavern. And I would tell you who we're having on, but I can't remember. So I apologize. When my head starts hurting, my brain doesn't work. So, but it'll be a fun show. So show up next Saturday for Traveler's Tavern, and then next Sunday for Grave Matters. You will not regret it.
Also, letting you
Love
all
ya.
know,
Oh.
keep an eye on Grave Matters because we have some pretty interesting guests that will be appearing.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, we are so
Oh.
excited. Oh my God. It's going to be so awesome.
So,
We are going to be fangirling so bad that
Oh, no way.
it may not even be an interview. It may not even be an interview. It's just going to be me and Cece just sitting there, just being nonsensical.
so we're not going to spoil it for you, but check in every
No,
Sunday,
absolutely.
usually 7 p.m. PST, and you'll see who's going to be on.
Right.
Bye-bye.
So, bye, everybody. Love you.
Love
Mwah.
you. Bye-bye.
You guys have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.